We start with some breaking news. The US Secret Service says its agents shot and killed an armed man who tried to enter Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. Trump was not there and is currently in Washington, D.C. Authorities say the man was shot at the north gate of Mar-a-Lago. The suspect was from North Carolina and in his early 20s. Investigators say he was reported missing by his family a few days ago. All right, let's bring in DW's Misha Komodowski in Washington, D.C. Misha, what more do we know about what's happened at Trump's Florida residence?
Well, not much here because it's an ongoing investigation. Authorities say that the man was near the front gate of the Mar-a-Lago resort and appeared to be carrying a shotgun and a fuel can. And Secret Service agents, along with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputy, opened fire. Who was that man? Officials describe him as a male in his early 20s. His identity has not been released yet. And here's the latest from Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw. Let's take a listen.
1:30 this morning, the security detail detected that a individual had made his way into the inner perimeter of Mar-a-Lago. A deputy and two Secret Service agents on the detail went to that area to investigate. They confronted a white male that was carrying a gas can and a shotgun. He was ordered to drop those two pieces of equipment that he had with him, at which time he put down the gas can, raised the shotgun to a shooting position. At that point in time, the deputy and the two Secret Service agents fired their weapons and neutralized the threat. He is deceased at the scene.
Well, security at Mar-a-Lago is typically tight, especially when the president is there. And as we know, he was in Washington at the time. I can speak from personal experience here covering the president at what's called the Winter White House in Florida. For press poolers, we had to pass through at least 3 separate Secret Service checkpoints before even getting near this venue. And once inside, our movements were tightly controlled and restricted to specific areas. We couldn't take even a bathroom break at some point. Security at Mar-a-Lago is typically extensive and highly structured, again, especially when the president is inside.
Misha, the president was not at Mar-a-Lago, as you say, but it's not the first time there has been an assassination attempt there. We also had the conservative influencer and Trump ally Charlie Kirk's assassination. What does all this say about the political environment in the US right now?
Well, we don't yet know the motive behind today's incident, but it comes indeed after 2 assassination attempts against President Trump during the 2024 campaign. In July, a gunman opened fire at a rally in Pennsylvania in Butler, wounding Trump in the ear. We've seen those pictures from there. Secret Service agents killed the shooter, and later that year, another man targeted Trump at his golf club in Florida. He was arrested, and in February 2026, he was sentenced to life in prison. This is not the only example of political violence in the United States. We've seen some examples against former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi. She had an intruder in her house, and as you mentioned, Charlie Kirk's assassination in Salt Lake City in Utah. So indeed, it describes very vividly the state of the political climate in the United States.
DW's Misha Komodowski in Washington, D.C. Thanks a lot.